Suddenly, the calabash of palm wine broke into pieces. The wine spilled totally. This was considered a very bad omen, so his kinsmen advised him to quit the relationship. In the heart of Umudike, a thriving Igbo village, lived a young woman named Akunne. Renowned for her extraordinary beauty, Akunne had a face that seemed carved by the gods themselves, with smooth skin, deep expressive eyes, and a smile that could lit up the darkest nights. Yet, her outer beauty masks a heart marred by cruelty and pride. Akunne's parents had spoiled her from birth, showering her with every luxury they could afford. As she grew up, so did her sense of entitlement. She became accustomed to getting everything she wanted, no matter the cost to others. This led her to treat people with disdain, trampling on their feelings and exploiting their weaknesses. The villagers whispered about her misdeeds, but no one dared confront her openly. Among the many she wronged was Nnanna, a humble farmer whose only fault was loving her too deeply. Akunne toyed with his emotions, promising him the world, only to publicly humiliate him when he presented her with a handcrafted necklace. "Is this the best you can do?" she mocked, throwing the necklace into the dirt, where it shattered. The pain in Nnanna's eyes was evident to all who witnessed the scene, but Akunne simply walked away laughing. Another victim of her cruelty was Uloma, a fellow villager and a childhood friend. After she expressed her displeasure in the way Akunne treated Nnanna, once inseparable, their friendship soured when Akunne began spreading malicious rumors about Uloma just because of her advice after the incident with Nnanna. Akunne lied to a couple of women in the village that Uloma was after their husbands. The lies ruined Uloma's reputation, causing her great distress, making women call her terrible names like Ashewo. But the worst of all was Akunne's encounter with the old witch doctor, Ogbuefimba. Unaware of his true identity, Akunne ridiculed him for his shabby appearance. While she walked past him on the village path, Ogbuefimba had expected her salutation, which was the usual practice in the village when passing by an elder. But Akunne walked past arrogantly without a simple greeting. "Young woman, don't you greet elders," Ogbuefimba said. And she looked at him with disdain, saying, "Greet who? A dirty old man like you." And she hissed aloud, walking away so arrogantly, earning his quiet, seething wrath. Akunne still continued her unruly behaviors. She would gang up young men to beat up anybody she wishes to deal with. Chiwendo fell victim of Akunne's wrath after challenging Akunne at the well while they were fetching water. Akunne's thugs beat up and stripped her naked. She heavily insulted any elder that dared to correct her, to the point that people avoided getting into her troubles. Unfortunately, Akunne's parents never thought it necessary to advise her. Although they heard most of the mean things she does to people, they never made an effort to stop her. They often made excuses for her, saying she's a young lady and should be understood and tolerated by all these fault-finding villagers. As the years went by, Akunne's beauty continued to attract many suitors, each one more eligible than the last. But a strange pattern began to emerge. On the eve of every wedding, her suitors would leave her, driven away by inexplicable fears or sudden misfortunes. The first happened, and she explained it away. The second happened, the third, and even the fourth. By now, she and her parents were already very worried about the whole thing. Despite her mounting failures, Akunne's pride remained unshaken. She refused to acknowledge her wrongdoings or seek forgiveness. When her closest friend, Nkem, gently suggested she make amends, Akunne scoffed. "Why should I apologize? They deserve what they got," she said dismissively. But as time went on, another suitor came to marry Akunne. This time around, she made up her mind to up her game in her relationship with this one. This new suitor, Ezenta, was a very wealthy merchant, richer than the other suitors put together. She made sure to look her best anytime he came around, and also to be in her best behavior. Ezenta loved her and made arrangements to come with his people for marriage rites. On the day he and his kinsmen were set to see Akunne's parents for the family introduction, they had gathered some drinks and kola nuts to make the visit. Suddenly, the calabash of palm wine broke into pieces. The wine spilled totally. This was considered a very bad omen, so his kinsmen advised him to quit the relationship, as the broken calabash signified an ugly future if he goes ahead with the marriage. Ezenta had no choice but to break up with Akunne. It became a village tale, the curse of Akunne. The people she had wronged rejoiced in her misfortune, seeing it as a divine retribution. Desperation set in, and Akunne decided to seek help from a witch doctor. She discovered one, not knowing he was the very person she had once insulted. Akunne made her way to Ogbuefimba's hut, deep in the forest. The path was overgrown and treacherous, as if nature itself was warning her away. Yet, she pressed on, driven by the fear of a life condemned to an endless suffering. When she arrived, Ogbuefimba greeted her with a knowing smile. His eyes gleamed with a mixture of amusement and something more sinister. "You have come to seek my help, Akunne," he said, his voice low and gravely. "But help does not come cheap, especially not for someone like you." Not knowing what Ogbuefi meant by that, Akunne's pride bristled at his words, but she forced herself to remain calm. "I have been experiencing many misfortunes," she began. "I believe someone has placed a curse on me. Can you help me lift it?" Ogbuefimba regarded her silently for a moment before nodding. "I can help you, but you must follow my instructions precisely. You have wronged many people, and their spirits cry out for justice. To appease them, you must gather the urine of those you have wronged, after which I will tell you what next to do with it. Only then will the curse be lifted." Akunne's heart sank at his words. The task seemed impossible and humiliating, but she had no choice. "How will I collect it?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "You will find a way," Ogbuefimba replied, a cruel smile playing on his lips. But Akunne did not observe that. "Return to me with what I have asked for." As Akunne left the witch doctor's hut, a sense of dread filled her. How could she possibly ask the villagers for such a thing? After many days of hesitance, she first approached Nnanna, who still bore the emotional scar of her cruelty. "Nnanna, I need your help," she began, with her voice faltering. "Can I please get some of your urine? I need it to help myself out of a curse." "I should give my urine to you? What are you even talking about?" Nnanna said. She pleaded, explaining her situation, but Nnanna simply shook his head. "You brought this upon yourself. Now you must face the consequences." With that, he turned away, leaving Akunne to her despair. Next, she went to Uloma, hoping their old friendship may spark some pity. But Uloma, still hurt by her betrayal, refused as well. "You never cared for anyone but yourself, Akunne. Now you see what it's like to be on the receiving end of cruelty. By the way, I cannot release my urine to you. Who knows what wickedness you are up to this time?" One by one, she approached those she had wronged, each time met with rejection and scorn. The humiliation was unbearable, and the village seemed to revel in her downfall. No one showed her any mercy. The gossip spread quickly, and soon everyone knew of her predicament. People pointed and laughed as she passed, whispering behind her back. No one offered her any help. After all, she had never shown them any kindness. Rather, people began to rumor that she had become a ritualist, and who knows what evil she needs people's urine for. Defeated and desperate, Akunne returned to Ogbuefimba, her eyes hollowed with despair. "I couldn't do it," she confessed, her voice breaking. "No one would help me." Ogbuefimba laughed, a sound that echoed through the forest like a sinister wind. Do you think it would be easy, Akunne? You cannot undo years of cruelty with a single act of desperation. This is your punishment. Akunne fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. Please, there must be another way, she begged. I'll do anything. Ogbuefinba's laughter faded, replaced by a stern expression. There is no other way. You must face the consequences of your actions. Only through true repentance and humility can you hope to find peace. With no other option, Akunne was left to ponder her fate. She wandered the village, a shadow of her former self, shunned and mocked by all. Her once beautiful face now bore the marks of sorrow and regret. In the depths of her despair, Akunne finally understood the pain she had caused. She began to see the villagers not as mere obstacles to her desires, but as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. Slowly, she started to change. She offered help where she could, mended broken relationships, and sought forgiveness sincerely without expecting anything in return. It was a long and arduous journey, filled with setbacks and moments of doubt. But as time passed, the villagers began to notice the change in her. Nnanna saw her helping an old woman. Uloma also heard of her efforts to rebuild ruined relationships. And even Ogbuefinba sensed a genuine transformation in her spirit. One evening, as Akunne was helping an elderly woman carry water from the river, Nnanna approached her. "You have changed, Akunne," he said quietly. "I see that now." Akunne looked up, tears in her eyes. "I am trying, Nnanna. I truly am. I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but I will keep trying." Nnanna nodded. A smile played on his lips. "Perhaps it's time we all move on. You have suffered enough." Although Nnanna was already engaged to be married to another lady, he still upheld his forgiveness for Akunne. Words of Nnanna's forgiveness spread, and slowly others began to follow suit. Uloma approached her, extending a hand of fellowship, and one by one, the villagers began to forgive. Akunne remained humble and kind, forever changed by her ordeal. The villagers came to respect her for her transformation, and she earned their trust and friendship. After a while, Akunne found love again with a noble and handsome young man, and everyone was truly happy for them. The true curse had been lifted, but not by the witch doctor's magic, but by her own genuine repentance and forgiveness of those she had wronged. And so, Akunne's story became a lesson for all in Umudike, a reminder that true beauty lies within, and that redemption is possible for those willing to change and seek forgiveness. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story. There are quite a lot of beautiful and interesting stories coming up, so please subscribe to this channel to support what we're doing. It's a way of you showing us your love and support, and it's totally free from your end. Then if you can click on the like button, you are helping this channel and this video to grow, and it will be so appreciated. To all my subscribers, I love and appreciate you all. You know what I feel like? To give you a virtual pot of hot jollof rice. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like this video and share with your family and friends. See you in the next video. Remain blessed and prosper in all you do.